It's time to get Kubfu in Pokemon Go, and this right here is how we're gonna do it with the Professor. Hi there, JT, you're just the person I was looking for. We've had a whole mess of Team Go Rocket grunts hanging around lately. I've even heard some of them bragging about finding Dynamax Pokemon. I shudder to think what it could mean if those miscreants actually got their mitts on it. I know if push comes to shove, you'll show them who's boss. Sure thing, Professor, I got you. And what we have here is Might and Mastery, page 1 of 5. Explore 3 kilometers, defeat 3 Team Go Rocket members, and use a super effective charge attack. All of that's gonna be pretty simple and easy to do, but also we do have a timed research right here in the shop called Fuzzy Fighter Special Research Ticket, and technically it's not timed research, it is a special research, which is nice to see. And I was gonna get it for myself, but apparently FT Slayer actually gave it to me, so thank you very much, FT Slayer, appreciate it. Literally, as soon as it went live, I was going to buy it for myself, and it said error, and then I got this notification, so you beat me by just a couple seconds. But for Fuzzy Fighter, page 1 of 5, we have to catch 30 Pokemon, collect 500 max particles, and spin 100 Pokestops or gyms. Should not be a problem at all. Also, a big bonus from spinning these gyms and Pokestops is that we have brand new eggs, which do have Charcadet in them. As you can see, it is the tier 4 for 2K eggs. Apparently, they're not easy in 2s, not easy in 5s, but 10-kilometer eggs, they're decently common. But the big reason why we care about that is because Shiny Charcadet is now in Pokemon Go. And it's not hugely different. The big difference is that it has blue eyes, and its evolutions really don't change much either, but it is a brand new Shiny for the Shiny Living Dex, so you know we're going for it. Also, we do have a timed research, powerful potential timed research, where we have to hatch 5 eggs, win 3 raids, complete 5 field research tasks, and power up a Pokemon 10 times. And once we complete all of this, we will get quarter hatch distance during this event. Currently, right now, it's half hatch distance, because it is, you know, hand in hand with the whole Charcadet thing. But apparently, when you're done with this, it becomes quarter hatch distance. So definitely try to get your hands on this to make the Charcadets go by easier. And when you hatch 5 eggs, you do get 5 Kubfu candies, which is also pretty nice. And here we have 6 2-kilometer eggs, but remember, it is going to be hard to get it from the 2s. Though somebody tagged me on Twitter and said that he got his shiny from a 2-kilometer egg, so it's always a possibility, just it's going to be a lot harder, but that's a Psyduck. I also don't mind the small ups though. I need one more shiny to be done with that line, so if we could get that, that'd be great. And why not is a boosted shiny, so let's see what this next one is. Another why not. 2 more chances. We got a Bonsley, that's also a boosted shiny. And last but certainly not least, we have another Psyduck. I didn't expect to get a Charcadet, but it is a possibility. And here's our first shiny of the new season. We've got a shiny Boizel. It's a good shiny though. I like it quite a bit. This was a shiny that came out a little while ago, but I remember going really hard for it because I really love the colors and everything. Thankfully, it didn't really want to put up much of a fight in terms of getting it, so that was great. But let's see what happens with this one since it's weather boosted. Wow, not bad. 3-star. I'll take a 3-star. I think there's 3 5s and 2 2s in this batch, but that's a Crabrawler. Here's one of the 2s. It's a Psyduck. Back to the 5s. That's a Grookey. And this will be the last 5. What do we got? A Score Bunny. For a split second, I saw the red and I thought it was a Charcadet. Anyways, the last egg is a Bonsley. So it turns out there's actually Sinistea raids, which is really cool, but also we have them in researches as well. It's specifically the event task to hatch an egg. And I never got my hands on an antique Sinistea or anything like that, so hopefully we'll get lucky with that. And I would like to focus on it more in researches because those are free. But we got a 618 here, and to be fully honest with you, I have no idea if that's good or not. I completely forgot what the hundo is, but that was the 3rd raid I needed to do. But maybe, just maybe, we'll get lucky with that antique form. It would be really cool if we do, because I'd like to get at least one of them just to say I have one. Because I did a ton of raids and stuff for this, and I got very unlucky. But now that we caught this one, it's looking like it's another phony. Joy. And now page 1 of 5 of the Fuzzy Fighter is done, and page 1 of 5 of Mighty Mastery is done. Let's just claim these real quick on the top. Golden, some Pokeballs, and an encounter with something. A Stuffle, how exciting. It is a fighting type, so it makes sense. And the final rewards are an Incense, some Pineapple Berries, and some Stardust. And I guess we'll get to page 2 in a second, but let's just claim all these rewards real quick and see what we get for this encounter. We're gonna get 891 XP, which is the number for Kubfu. So does that mean this is the Kubfu? All right, cool. And we got a 700. All right, well, unfortunately, not the best. You want 727, but could have been a lot worse. So let's get a Pineapple Berry on this thing, and we're gonna try to catch it with a Pokeball, but this is a legendary Pokemon, so the chances of us catching it right away, pretty small, but you never know. We could actually get it. 1. Yeah, didn't think so. We're gonna keep trying with this whole Pokeball thing just because I think it'd be cool to get it in a Pokeball, but we might have to start using a Golden Raspberry because it is a legendary. But first, let's try a Silver Pineapple Berry. Maybe that's the magic that we need right here. Yeah, bang. At least we're hitting excellence. Please catch. 1, 2, 3. All right, we caught it in a Pokeball. Awesome. That's a great. Very happy about that. But again, it is a 700 CP, so not exactly the best, but there we go. We have it registered to the Dex, which is pretty darn cool. I'm actually surprised that we got it, even though, you know, we had little teases that it was coming, but, you know, pretty cool nonetheless. But this one is, of course, terrible. A 13, 11, 11. I'm not surprised at this point. Usually when it comes down to these special research encounter ones, I don't really get that lucky with them, but maybe with the second one. And now the Professor is staying stuff and things. Let's see what we got. Might and Mastery, page 2 of 5. Win 3 raids, spin 30 Pokestops or gems, power up a Pokemon 10 times, and earn 25,000 XP, which is basically what we just did for page 1 of the other thing. And page 2 of 5 of the Fuzzy Fighter is explore 5 kilometers, spin 20 Pokestops or gems, and power up a fighting type Pokemon 10 times. While I'm here though, I do have some researches to claim. These Kubfu candies were to specifically win a battle in the Go Battle League, so that was kind of cool. So let's just claim the candies for that. That's 6 extra free ones that we don't have to use rare candies for. And then we've got an encounter with the Sinistea, because I did have that hatch an egg task. It's the only one I've been able to find so far, but hopefully we'll find some more, seeing that hatching eggs is pretty darn easy. And hopefully this one's an antique. They can be antique from the research, so I don't think that's it. Yep, it's another phony one. Joy. And just because we have to power up a fighting type, let's power up a cheap one real quick. We'll just do it all the way up to 10, even though I only had to do it for 5 for another one, but there we go. And now the timed research is officially over, so let's claim the 10 candies, and we'll get the 6,000 XP. We'll get our hands on 10 Pineapps. And it looks like we're getting an encounter from the timed research, 1,500 dust, we get an egg incubator, and a Charcadet. Unfortunately, not a shiny one, but that is pretty cool. If you get a shiny from this, definitely let me know in the comments down below. I've seen a couple pictures of it here and there. Specifically, I saw a Japanese player got it, which, you know, I'm not surprised. The Japanese get very lucky with this stuff pretty often, but 307 is a 15, 12, 14. Not bad. That's actually pretty decent. Now that that timed research is up, we basically get quarter hatch distance on our eggs, I believe. Let's see what happens. I have a few 10s that are at 3.3, but if I put this one in a super incubator, it is at 1.7, so it is live for the remainder of this event. Because I'm gonna go hard on these eggs for a little bit. I've got a lot of extra incubators. In fact, just take a look. These are all from like boxes in the past, so we're definitely gonna try to blow through as many of these normal incubators as possible, but obviously when we get 10s, we're gonna use supers. Looks like a storm might hit us soon. Doesn't look great, but I have some eggs here. Let's see what happens with them. Number 1, why not? Number 2, Psyduck. It'd be cool to see a Charcadet out of one of these 2-kilometer eggs, but that is also something I'd like to see shiny. But that's a full odds. The odds of us getting that are 1 in 500. And there's another boosted, why not? On the upside, the 10s are coming along, and hopefully we'll get even more now that we have the whole quarter hatch distance. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit, which is not great, but on the upside, I did hatch 1 egg. It was just a small, so you didn't really miss out there, but I do have 3 tasks. These are all for Sinistea, so that's not a Sinistea. All right, never mind. Maybe there's more that could be in it. I did not know Solosis could be in the hatch and egg task. That's kind of cringe. I'm gonna go into some cover for a moment, because, yeah, the rain is starting to come down. But number 2 is Gothita, so maybe it's all 3 of them, but I know for a fact Sinistea can be in these tasks. Please be a Sinistea. It is. All right, cool. We did get at least 1, but doesn't look like it's a good one IV-wise, but doesn't matter. In the end of the day, I just want an authentic one, so hopefully we get one. And there's literally no way to know until you do the appraisal. So this one is phony. Great. Unfortunately, it's starting to come down a little bad out there. It's not terrible, but it's definitely coming down. Hopefully it's just a quick passing storm. But I do have page 2 of 5 done, so let's just claim all of this dust, 9,000 dust, which is great. And 2 rare candies, and it looks like we're gonna get 25 Kubfu candies, and we're gonna get our hands on 891 XP. And now it looks like we have to wait until the professor comes back to us, so page 3 of 5 is a time gate. Now we just gotta work on this and explore 4 more kilometers. 3 more 2s, let's see what we get. This one is another Psyduck. The next one is another Smoliv. 3rd time's the charm though, right? No, Apom. But I do have 2 of the hatch tasks, so this one's Sinistea, great, love to see it, and a 480, that's up there. What are you though? It looks like it's phony, but it is up there, but it is phony. And the second one, 2 Sinisteas. All right, cool. Much worse, unfortunately, IV-wise, but hopefully it's authentic. Let's see what happens here. It's looking phony though. Yeah, it's phony. Here's 3 10s though. Let's see how these 3 10s turn out. How about this one? Oh God, yep. Carbink, I know you're in there, but you're not shiny eligible. But there we go, our first freaking Charcadet. And we get 2, but this time with blue eyes. Oh, we do get 2, but not shiny. And here's a single 10 by itself, but this is the one with the quarter hatch distance. It is another Charcadet. All right, liking that. Looks like 10s are the way to go, but obviously we can't control that drop. Since I have a couple eggs of each of them, I should just show you. This is what the 2s look like, even though I've already showed you what the 2s look like. This is what the 5s look like. As you can see, it's in the 3 tier, so it's a little easier maybe, but there's still 7 stuff above it. And then when it comes down to 10, it's in the easiest to hatch tier, so 10s are the best way to go, but again, you can't control that drop rate. Otherwise, I'd just be like, give me 10s all the time, but we'll see what happens. A lot of people have said they've gotten the shiny from like 2s and stuff. Another Sinistea from research here. Let's see what happens. Also, thankfully, it looks like the storm is somewhat past. I don't want to jinx it too much, but like we really had a minor sprinkle, and it's looking like it's clearing up a little. It's also still kind of windy, so we might get hit with a round 2. But hey, while we're here, we might as well just do this and see what happens. But this is another phony. How about number 2, Solosis? And a shiny Venonat from the Daily Incense. I like it when we get blue shinies from the blue incense. And you know what? We're gonna catch it in a blue ball, because why not? I'll keep it all blue. Now that we've got it, let's see how good it is. Hopeful. Oh wow, no way. I really thought that was gonna keep going, but at 12, 12, 13, it's not bad. Well, I was definitely right. It came in pretty bad, and unfortunately, I'm not in the best spot, but luckily I have a little bit of cover here. And we've got some eggs, so we're trying to make the best of this best we can, you know what I mean? This one is an Inkay. I've yet to get a Charcadet from any other egg besides the 10s, so it'd be nice to see it. But again, the 2s and 5s, they're harder to get it from, and we just get a lot of Crabrawlers, I've noticed. Let's see what this last one is. Yeah, nothing crazy. Hopefully this passes just as soon as the last one did, but we'll see. Looks like it's clearing up a little bit. I might be able to go out, but I got some 10s here. Just 2 of them, but thankfully there was drift. And, man, we were getting a lot of these from the 10s. Will we get a shiny one? No. But, I mean, it's really cool how many of these we're seeing from the 10-kilometer eggs. Again, though, the big problem is actually getting 10-kilometer eggs, because sometimes you just get nothing but 2s like I've been getting here. Luckily, I have a lot of normal incubators to get rid of these. But as you can see, I've got nothing but 2s and 5s. 4 2s. Let's see what these give us. Hopefully, we will see a Charcadet. I'd like to see one outside of the 10s, because, you know, 10s are great and all, but they're rarer to pick up, apparently, and also they're longer to hatch. It would be nice to see one from these things, but so far, it's been just a lot of the same. Yeah, quite a few 5s and a singular 2. Let's see what we get from these. Another Crabrawler. There's a lot of those. How about this one? A Crabrawler. Number 3. A Grookey. All right, at least it's not a crab. But what we want to see is a little fireman. So that's a squid. Next up, we have another monkey. The 2-kilometer egg. What do we got from this one? Bonsley. At least it's a shiny boosted one. Yeah, nothing too crazy there. Page 2 of 5 is officially done finally. We got those 5 kilometers out of the way, but let's see what our encounter's with. A Teddy Ursa. Okay. Interesting encounter. A lot of bear encounters, which makes sense. Urshifu is a bear creature, so okay, I get it. Are you at least a good bear? Yeah, not really. And for the final rewards, we get a premium battle pass, 5 revives, and we get 1,000 XP. Now we have to use 10 berries to help catch Pokemon, win 3 raids, and power up a water-type Pokemon 10 times. The reason why it's a water type is because Urshifu has 2 forms, the Rapid Strike form, which is a water type, and the Single Strike form, which is a dark type. So I'd imagine at some point we're gonna have to power up a dark type Pokemon as well. And now page 3 of 5 is complete. Let's get the Ultra Balls, let's get the Kubfu candy, and maybe another bear. I think Pancham would definitely have to be in here because it is technically a bear. So that's Tyrogue. Wow, did not expect that. It is a fighting type, so it makes sense, though obviously Pancham also makes sense. But this is the first time I've ever seen a Tyrogue encounter. That's really cool. And if you got a shiny one, you let me know, because that's insane if you did. Like, imagine getting a baby shiny as an actual encounter, not like a Zorua encounter or anything like that. Also, let's just see what an 192 is. It's pretty bad, and I believe it would be a Hitmontop if I evolved it. Yes, it would. Well, that was interesting. Let's get that star piece now, though, and the Hyper Potions and the Stardust. And now we have to catch 15 different species of Pokemon, defeat 5 Team Go Rocket members, and power up a Dark-type Pokemon 10 times. Told you that was gonna happen. 4 5s. I actually had 2 2s before this, and one of them was a Larvesta, of course, so that's neat. Not quite what we're looking for, but whatever. This one is an Inkay. More chances. I've yet to see a Charcadet out of any other egg, so it'd be cool to see it. How about you? Do you want to do it, please? No, just more Inkay. 4 2s, though they've not been very good to us. Yep, there's a Ducklet. How about this one? Another Ducklet. The 3rd one, another Ducklet. Will we go for the Quadfecta with the ducks? No, but that's also blue. For our 10 power-ups, I'm gonna go with this Hundo Sharpedo. It is a water and dark type, so I should have done this for the water types, but I didn't think of that. But anyways, let's just do this as much as possible. I'm gonna go a little over as well, just because I do want to actually max this thing at some point, but there we go. Hundo Sharpedo. And now page 4 or 5 is done, so let's get the Goldens. Even more Kubfu candies, and an encounter with a Cubchoo. All right, makes sense. Another bear. Very surprising no Pancham, though. I'm very surprised about that. The thing about Cubchoo as well is that Cubchoo is just a pure ice type, so besides it just being a bear, that's the only thing it has in common. I really thought Pancham was going to be in here. When it evolves, it's a dark and fighting type just like one of the Urshifus anyways. So maybe it's further in here. We get a premium battle pass, some rare candies, and some XP. And now we have to earn 5 candies while exploring with your buddy. We're definitely switching out the Kyurem for that. Make 2 excellent throws and level up a max move. Time to feed Ramen the Magikarp his Puffin. That way we can get these candies really easily, but I've already done the excellent throws and I've already done the max move level up with my Hundo Dynamax Moltres. We just powered up the shield thing because the attack was already up. So now that we're done with that, let's get those candies and let's get done with this. Some more eggs here. 2 2s and 3 10s. We'll see what we get. This first 2 is a Bonds, and with the 10s, we have a high chance of Charcadet, so that's, well, not one. Let's see what the second one gives us. Boy, Carbink. Come on, 10s. It's hard to get these enough as it is, and yeah, no Charcadet at all. Maybe the 2 will miraculously have one. That'd be cool. It doesn't. And now page 5 of 5 was done. Let's get those silvers. Let's get the Cubchoo candy, or Kubfu. I knew I was gonna make that mistake at some point, but what's this last one? Pancham. Knew that was coming. Glad that I at least called it that it was gonna be in there, because I mean, obviously it was gonna be in there. It's literally a bear. Too bad it wasn't shiny though. It is a boosted shiny. So if you did get that one, let me know for sure. But this one is fine. Now that those are out of the way, this should be the Cubchoo encounter, or Kubfu. My goodness, I knew I was gonna keep doing it, but anyways, this should be our second Kubfu, and I just hope it's a little bit better. Just a little bit better. It doesn't even have to be amazing. So here it comes. We've got ourselves a little bit better. 701 instead of 700. Oh, jeez. And the worst part is, I don't don't think we can trade these, so that is, oh man, I just knew it was gonna go down this way. I'm still happy to get it, yada yada, but like, yeah, I just knew they weren't gonna be very good. Let's try to get a silver on here and see if that does any better. Hiya, bang, great curveball throw. 1, 2, no, okay. Let's try this again. Third time's the charm, right? Hiya! Are you gonna be an excellent? Yes, you are, cool. 1, 2, no, okay. Another excellent throw, but will it be enough to catch the bear? 1, 2, and 3. Yep, there we go. We got it. Both of them in Pokeballs. Hopefully this one's at least a female. That'd be nice, because it can be male and female, so it's another male, and the IVs are a little better in attack, I guess. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. That's RNG for you, but a 700 and then a 701, I knew it was gonna go down this way. Let's just for fun take a look at this thing's moves while we're here. Elite Fast TM, it learns Rock Smash and Counter. Neat. And with the Elite Charge TM, it can learn Close Combat, Brick Break, and Dynamic Punch. So purely a fighting type, no other moves, but obviously when we're allowed to evolve the thing, it will definitely have water and dark type moves depending on the one you choose. And that's where we're gonna be leaving it for today, but don't worry, we're gonna be focusing on even more eggs tomorrow. And if you're really enjoying the content, don't forget to smash the subscribe button and also check out this video over here where we caught every single shiny Galarian legendary bird. I'm so glad this hunt is done.